Namaskar. Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to be discussing the importance of Yama and Niyama. If you're wondering what Yama and Niyama are, stay tuned. We'll get right into that. And again, in this vast realm of self-realization and service to all, there exists this profound understanding that completely transcends the boundaries of any particular individual. So it's this wisdom, it's been around for a very long time, that flows from the depths of human consciousness, a timeless truth that reverberates through all of time, right? It's been present always. So this understanding encompasses the essence of Yama and Niyama. They're two indispensable pillars that guide seekers on the path of self-discovery and compassionate action. So first, Yama, the first pillar. It embodies a series of ethical principles that act to govern our relationship with the external world. It speaks to the delicate art of harmonizing our actions with the well-being of others. So within Yama's embrace lie 5 fundamental virtues: nonviolence, truthfulness, non-stealing, moderation, and non-possessiveness. So these virtues, when they're cultivated or embodied, they become the bedrock of a compassionate existence. So first of all, non-violence in its profoundest sense is not merely the absence of physical harm, but extends to the realm of our thoughts, our words, and our intentions. And it urges us to abandon the divisive tendencies of the mind and foster a deep sense of empathy and understanding. So the second, truthfulness, encourages us to embrace authenticity and integrity in all dealings, right? It liberates us from the web of falsehood and paves the way for genuine connections to flourish. Later on, we'll get into these more Yama and Niyama in depth, one by one. I'll make a video on each one of these things. But for now, we'll just go through them briefly so you have an understanding. Now, the third virtue, non-stealing, it calls us to relinquish our inner thieves, right? Greed, envy, covetousness, right? And instead, we foster an attitude of contentment and gratitude. Reminds us that the sense of true wealth lies really not in the accumulation of things, but in the recognition of abundance already present in our lives, right? And moderation, the fourth virtue, guides us towards a balanced existence, free from the excesses and extremes that cloud our judgment and hinder our growth. The final one is non-possessiveness. It directs us to loosen our grip on attachment and the illusion of ownership. So this is a very subjective, personalized process. They all are. It really implores us to recognize the transient nature of all things and embrace the freedom that arises from letting go, right? And by embodying these virtues, we not only navigate the world with grace and compassion, but it also paves the way for the realization of one's own inner potential to flourish. And the next pillar is called Niyama, which represents a set of personal observances that facilitate our inner transformation, right? It serves as a sacred compass, guiding us inwardly towards self-discovery and self-mastery. So within its embrace, we encounter 5 essential qualities. And those are purity, contentment, self-discipline, self-study, and surrender. So, purity. This first quality calls for the cultivation of a clear and serene mind and free from entanglements of impurities and distractions. So it invites us to purify our thoughts, emotions, and intentions, to essentially creating a fertile ground for self-realization to blossom. So the second quality is contentment. It encourages us to find fulfillment in the present moment, detaching ourselves from the ceaseless pursuit of external desires, right? And our third quality is self-discipline, which is the key that unlocks the reservoirs of inner strength and resilience. So it empowers us to transcend the whims of the mind and align our actions with the sense of higher purpose. Okay. Next, we have self-study, this fourth quality. It invites us to observe ourselves with keen awareness and unravel the layers of conditioning and illusions that cloud our perceptions, which is a key theme which I will remain focused on through all of these videos, right? And it's through this honest self-reflection that we gain the insight into our patterns, fears, and limitations, and begin the process of total transformation, right? So this final quality that we look at here, and I would say would be probably one of the most difficult, is surrender. That really calls us to relinquish our egocentricity and humbly surrender to a greater intelligence that permeates the entire cosmos and beyond. So it's this recognition that our individual self is really but a drop in the vast ocean of existence. And in embracing this humility, we open ourselves to the boundless wisdom and love that flows through all beings. So these Yama and Niyama, these are our twin pillars of self-realization. We'll be going through a video soon getting into each one of these virtues in the Yama and the Niyama. So stay tuned for more. Take care. Namaskar.